me alone!
Ah, internet drama. It's democracy manifest.
President Trump, please come save us.
Don't speak to me like that!
Get your hand off my penis!
Be it in the form of bonkers videos or the craziness of social media comment sections, the online world is a cesspool of bickering that has traditionally benefited absolutely no one. Until now.
Walk away!
Yeah, I just thought, how funny would it be to take something really stupid like an argument on the internet and then spend days trying to craft a beautiful song around it.
That's 30-year-old Canadian music producer and TikToker Lubalin.
Yo!
Wow.
This modern-day genius takes random arguments he's found on the web, uses the words as lyrics, and lays them over fresh beats.
Good evening. Is this available? Yes, it is. Please leave me alone. We are sleeping. No more contacting, please. Thanks. Appreciate you contacting me. I know I'm no longer interested. Please stop contacting me now. I will contact Attorney General if you do not stop the sex.
Attorneys General aside, Lubalin also let the world know Caroline did a bad thing.
What did Caroline do? She stole my broccoli, casserole recipe 8 years ago, and claimed it was hers. She claimed it was hers. No, you're not talking about it. My big friend Caroline. No, she a crazy lady.
And he also showed us some people just want their fridges full and nothing else.
I wanna meet people. I don't want new friends, no. I just need
The non-argumentative internet world loves it. Lubalin's vids have hit 100 million views and counting, and he snared himself more than 3 million followers.
This is how I feel right here, look.
There's even been a recent collab with Jimmy Fallon.
which salad dressing is your favorite? Can steakhouse blue cheese dressing?
Blue cheese has mould in it. Anyway, here's the man himself, all the way from the internet, Lubalin. You heard me, it's Lubalin. Mate, thanks very much for joining us. But, first, what happened to the eye? Is that a result of internet drama?
No, thankfully this is just a persistent pimple on the tip of my eyelid. And I thought this might be nicer to look at. And I figure it's pretty funny that I'm making my Australian debut with an eye patch. It's perfect.
Look, here's the thing. One of my favourite things is when people will spend way too much time, like a whole week of their lives, doing something completely pointless that nobody has asked for, and then it turns out that it was exactly what the world needed. Had you any idea that your songs would be embraced like this?
No, I had not an inkling of, not at this level. I was kind of hoping that people would like it a little bit, but no, there was no way to know. I do like spending an inordinate amount of time on things that are more or less pointless.
Well, speaking of an inordinate amount of time, how much do you really need to spend on the internet, or how long to find that good drama?
Oh, that's a good question. They're kind of it's hard to find stuff that I mean, good drama you could find for infinite, but that converts into good music is kind of tricky. You know, you don't want it to be too harsh, and it's nice if there's kind of a rhythm to it, like maybe there's some repetition already in there. So it's actually kind of tricky to find a good one.
I love that you're so committed to doing something pointless that there's a science to it. Like you've refined it to that level. This is brilliant. Where do you stumble? Like, I know you might know what you're looking for, but how do you find it?
Honestly, the first one was on Reddit, and that was the one that kind of sparked the idea. And then the second one I had just remembered seeing. So I just kind of typed into Google the words I remembered from it, because I thought if I remember it, then it's probably pretty funny. And then since then, my partner and I have just been kind of scouring the internet. We're trying to find like a better system to kind of hone into that. But yeah, it's tricky.
I wonder if this is going to have a really beautiful effect on people's behaviour on the internet. You know, like they'll be in the middle of some stupid argument and they'll just be like, oh, Look at me, I sound like a Lubalin song. Like, do you think this will make people behave better?
That would be an amazing effect. I think. I think if it makes people think about it a little more, they think twice before they start typing in some. I think it'd be nice if we all treated each other more kindly, and just more respectfully, and just kind of have more empathy for each other. Of course, it would mean I would have no material, but I think that's a fair trade-off.
You've been so successful at funny music, so I'm wondering what's next. Are you going to go into non-funny music?
That's a good question. I think there's room for the funny music and the not so funny music, and I kind of want to do that in parallel. And it's kind of been fun to see people come from the funny stuff to the not so funny stuff and say, I found you through the internet dramas, but this song means a lot to me. So that's really motivating, and I'm definitely going to keep going in that direction as well. I think there's some cool singles lined up in the not so funny column that'll be coming out soon.
Oh, it'd be great. Yeah.
Excellent.
If you could do that Weird Al Yankovic never managed that crossover. But if you can do it, that's a whole new ball game. So all the best with it.
Right? Thanks.
Lubalin, it's been such a joy speaking to you. All the best. We are watching closely to see what you come up with. Thanks very much for your time.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and take care.
I think there's about 3 million of his fans that are going, no, don't stop the funny. Don't stop the funny, please.
Is it just me or a lot of food-related stuff?
Isn't it
seems
interesting
always
how
the best.
angry people can get around food?
Yeah.
Around butter and broccoli casserole.
Yeah, I know.
I understand it on a spiritual level. I get it.
When you're
I get
hangry,
that.
right?
Yeah, anger.
I feel like there's a story for off-air that I would like to hear right now.
What a great video, and we've got plenty more, so why not click the subscribe button here? Or is it here? Or is it... Sorry, I can't see the button. I'm not wearing my glasses. But you can see it, so you click on it to make sure you don't miss any more content.